Ladies, thank you so much for tuning in. The question is, have you decided on how you would like to live your life? As a cancer survivor, I don't like to use the word survivor. Surviving just mean like you barely, make it. As a thriver, a cancer thriver. How are you living your life now? And it doesn't matter if you're still going through your journey. You are still a thriver. You are here. You're listening to me. You can hear me. You can see me. You are a thrive. It doesn't matter if you're going through right now. But how are you living your life? Have you decided to change anything? Because one thing I must tell you, the condition that we were in that produced cancer. And I know it could be inherited. I know you can get the cancer from the environment, our lifestyle, just a ton of ways that we can get cancer. But I'm not, I'm just talking about because our body produced it. It's not something we caught. For some reason, the the condition that we gave our body, the lifestyle, the environment, whatever it may be, that created that cell to just go out of whack, doing its own thing, now decided it's a cancerous cell. The same body or the same mind frame, the same environment that produces the cancer in our body cannot get rid of the cancer. Yes, I know we can cover up the symptoms. We could get the chemotherapy, we can get radiation, we could get surgery, and still stay in the same environment and get those things, and the cancer will disappear. That's not what I'm talking about. We must change our way of thinking, our environment, our our body, we just have to change in order not just to cover up the symptoms of cancer, but to create a body, to create a lifestyle of wellness and health and joy and happiness. We have to completely change the person that we were. Yes, yes. We must change. So we can get rid of the cancer without changing. However, the way you feel on the inside, it's not the same. It's not the same versus you going through a lifestyle change, changing, if you was a person that was always stressed, de-stress, self-care, eat differently, exercise. And you could have been doing all these things already, but there's something that happened to us to cause our body to produce that cancer. It's just something. It's something, whether it could be genetics. I'm not saying it wasn't genetics, but it is something that caused that cancer. And so we have to now look and see how can we change our body within, not just to cover up the symptoms, but to get rid of cancer forever. So many times I hear of women going through treatment and, the chemo, radiation, surgery to find out 20, 30, not even that long, 10, 20 years later, they have another type of cancer or the same cancer come back, but more aggressively. So that's why I've been looking at that. And I've been talking to women with reoccurrence, and I'm saying, have you changed anything about you? And a lot of times the ones that have the reoccurrence, they haven't changed. They just do the traditional standard of care without changing them. You have to change who you are. And I know people say, I don't want to change who I am. If you want to keep that cancer away from forever, yes, you have to change because you have to think about it. Why would you want to create the same, why would you want to keep the same environment that the cancer was able to thrive in. Why would you want to do that? It's like, for example, you have a dirty house and you start getting bugs in your house. And you was able to have an exterminator come in and get rid of the bugs. But you don't declutter, you don't clean up the mess, you got food all over, you got this, and your house is still a mess. What you think is going to happen? Eventually, those bugs are going to come back in your house. It could be one egg that the exterminator never got rid of, but because the environment is so toxic and you have the same environment, boom, here come more bugs later on. So we must change. I decided that I want to change my entire way of thinking, my entire way of moving, my way of the way my body is, just change everything to give a different environment where even if there's a cell or two that's cancerous in my body and it's not active, it's not showing, I won't create an environment where it will want to stay. You want to create your body in an environment where cancer does not want to live in. And there's many ways we can do that. The first thing we want to do is make sure we keep our body alkaline. And, that's the basic. I'll keep your body alkaline because we all know cancer thrive in an acidic environment. So if you keep your body alkaline, that will, that's part of it. It's so much more, but that's the first thing we may want to do. So just something to think about. Whether you are active, inactive, cancer-free, whatever it may be, have you changed anything about your environment, your body? Have you changed from the way you think all the way to how you move, what you eat? Have you changed anything about it? And if you haven't, it is something to think about. If you have, continue to do that. My sisters, I love you. Thank you so much. My name is Marcia Jackson, and I am a thriver. I know I always say, I love you, I love you, I love you, even though I don't know you personally, but I love you, my sisters. We are connected, and for that, I will love you.